It's really funny that Pete would say that, public speaking is the second greatest fear, because to be honest, it's my first greatest fear. I'm not really afraid of dying, but public speaking is very up there. And it's really funny because I made all the excuses. I'll lose weight, I'll do this, I'll dye my hair, I'll buy the clothes, we'll do all the things, and then I'll public speak. Because I know it's really funny because I like being heard and I like talking. But talking in front of other people and being heard by them, we're not doing that. And so I really did all the things. I lost the weight, I did everything. I got the clothes, and I still did not want to talk in front of anyone. I didn't want to answer a question. I didn't want to cheer. I had all the thoughts, and I didn't want to do it. So I want to ask you guys a question this morning. What really is holding you back? Because that's what I asked myself. I finally realized it was not any of those excuses. And I was like, well, really is it? And most people are probably thinking, oh, it's not enough resources. I need to make more money. Or, oh, it's, I'm going to fail. So I'm not going to do it. And that's it. And if you're really thinking that, I encourage you just to stop listening right now, because it's really a waste of time and we only have 5 minutes, right? Really, I believe at the end of the day, what holds everybody back is shame. It is being afraid to say what is on your mind and being who you are. And it's really tricky because it sneaks in on you. One day you're a 5-year-old kid and you're wearing a Superman costume to the grocery store, and the next day you're 35 years old and you're afraid to say what's on your mind, and you're afraid to cheer for your kids at a football game because you're afraid of what that person's going to say. And you're like, how did I get here? You go from so confident as a child to so afraid as an adult, and you have no idea how you made that transition. And so you just sit there thinking, oh, it was because that person said that. Oh, it was because that person said that. And you just keep thinking it in your mind, but you don't share it with anyone because, I don't know, you're afraid of what that person is going to think about your dad because your dad told you not to wear the costume at the store. And you're afraid to have that conversation with your dad. And you're afraid to confront them, even though every time you put on clothes, you're like, man, what is my dad going to say? And you're afraid of that thought. And so I truly believe that that's what holds everyone back. And it's just like hidden weight. You can lose all the weight, but if you have all the shame of what caused you to gain the weight, that weight actually never goes away. And it's actually still right there in front of you, and you're holding it every day, and everybody can see it. Everybody. And let's see, where are we at? And here's the trick. Just like when you're really good at your job, when you're really good at holding shame, you get really good at it, and you don't even realize how much shame you're holding until you're like, why can't my business make $1 million? And then you're like, I don't know how to get to the next level. And shame's voice tricks you into taking what's normal, what is guilt, and what is, I made a mistake, let's learn from that mistake. And it tricks you to thinking, I am the mistake. And then you're afraid to actually even talk about the mistake because you're the mistake. And then in your business, whether or not you're having sales or not, it's your fault you're having sales, and you're not actually trying to figure it out. It's all just you. And maybe it's not at the end of the day. And once you start talking about those things, and maybe you start being like, maybe I am the problem, and you start being open to that, then people can pour into your life, and then you can get all the answers. And honestly, at the end of the day, once you overcome a lot of those things, you have the answer, and you're just trying to get all the weight of that shame to help you guide to that answer. And I think that's all I have. And I hope everybody has a great day.